Dr. Bahari. Now for the final summation of arguments against the motion, that's Dr. Rafiah Salim.
Thank you. That's why I love my dear friend Dr. Rina. She has just agreed with us that women stop themselves. There is therefore always something that stops women. Now I'm supposed to summarize on behalf of my colleagues. So let me summarize them. That something stops women. What are they? Some of them. Traditional beliefs and culture. We, women ourselves. Lack of supportive work surrounding. Not to mention lack of supportive mother-in-law. Lack of supportive father, brother, husbands. Then the reference or application of outdated jurisprudence in the governance of Islam and even other religions. Existence of very strong all boys network. Maybe we should stop, close all golf courses. And political structure that denies women's full participation in the political arena. The facts, the statistics shows it all. In Malaysia, out of, in our parliament, there are 199 men. Guess how many women? 23 women, 10.4%. That's all. Maybe that's because it's Malaysia, you know, developing nation and all that. Right, let's look at the developed nation. US, the so-called most developed country. Women, 16.8%. UK, 19.5%. Singapore, pretty good, not as good yet, 24.5%. France, 18.2%. And Japan, sadly, 9.4%. Worse than Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, there is in fact now something that really worries me. It's not just an issue that something is stopping women from achieving gender parity, but also something great is stopping or threatening the very right of women to be born. The great economist Amartya Sen has referred to the missing women. The UNDP report states, and I quote, "Missing women refers to mortality patterns and sex ratios at birth, the ratio of male births to female births. And according to the UN estimates, the ratio of male births has increased globally. In China, the sex ratio rose from 1.07 in the early 70s to 1.2 recently. Despite China's official ban on prenatal sex determinations and on sex-selective abortions. In India, the sex ratio has increased from 1.06 in the 70s to 1.08 today, with rates as high as 1.26 in Delhi, Gujarat, and Punjab. Armenia's sex ratio rose from 1.07 through the 90s, just about 10 years ago, to 1.17 today. The UN made a finding, and you have to listen to this. The UN made a finding that there are 134 million missing women in 2010 alone. Ladies and gentlemen, 130 million would-be humankind robbed of its very right to be born, to exist, to grow, to go to school, to work, to become mothers, and then to die. Ladies and gentlemen, how can therefore we say there's nothing stopping women, when even their very existence, some quarters are trying to stop? And the UNDP's report also found evidence of reversals in women's empowerment. Maybe soon my job will be gone. They found that with the collapse of the Soviet Union, some local leaders in the regions called for a return to a more traditional society. There have been calls on regions like Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Uzbekistan, for example, to re-establish polygamy, to make it more difficult for a woman to initiate divorce, increase in arranged marriages. But let's forget them. Let's come back to Malaysia. My God, we have kids at 14. So don't tell me there's nothing stopping me.